after such time, then the chair would be able to appoint whomever, whatever remaining seats they would have. So that was what was agreed to.
I read and I went back, that's why I read from the minutes exactly what.
I don't know where that information came from. No, because you're trying to change, you're trying to change what the subcommittee came up with. You are trying to change.
You're
No,
out
I'm
of order.
not.
Yes,
You are out of order.
No, I'm not.
This is not the process to follow.
You're out of order.
And you're
Because
trying to
what
change the will of the subcommittee.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I
you
read
are.
it. You're out of order. Okay. And I indicated, I read exactly what was recorded and what was said by the secretary. I read it, and I read exactly what was said. In addition to that, I read what my comments were both times. So nothing is different than what, I read exactly what Ms. Allen said. So I don't understand how you can say that I'm changing something. I read exactly what she said the subcommittee said. I read it. It's in your minutes. Okay, I read exactly what was said, and then I told you what my comments were regarding that. And I said that you would come back and have a written resolution, and we would vote on it. And so at this point in time,
I don't see a written resolution and you're referencing.
Oh, you're not gonna cut me off.
You're referencing
You're
notes
out of
that we
order.
have not even approved yet.
You're out of order. Okay.
We have not approved the minutes
You're
for
out of
July,
order.
August, or June, August, or September.
You're out of order.
You are out of order. We just have been. And I'm not gonna stand for it anymore. You are out of order. This is not the appropriate process. You are getting in the way of the will of the rest of the board. And it's not right.
Okay, at this point in time, regarding this matter, that's what we're going to do, the discussion, okay? I want to know, regarding this particular matter, how would you like to move forward?
Are we able to amend that? So, amend that second, the chair from the first reading.
Yes, okay. What I like to, I want to have a discussion on that because, I believe one of the employees, needs to leave, so I was trying to put that on the agenda ahead of time for this meeting. Okay, and then we'll go back and the other minutes that we have, which is June, July, okay, and August, we will approve those. I wanted to put that on the agenda, okay, because we decided to table that at the last meeting. So that's why I wanted to have a discussion on that at this point. So is there any further discussion on that? We're coming back to it, yes, we are. So at this point in time, you want the table or you want to come back to it? Because like I said, there's another employee there.
I would like to come back to this.
Okay, that's fine. Then we can come back to it. So what you have before you, okay, and if we get into that with the exception of initially bringing that to the front, is that we need to go ahead and remove 6 to 7, but it was approved to move the action item 12 up to number 7, okay, which means that number 8 would be up to number 6 of 7, and then 8 would be the librarian's report, and then 9 would be the approval of the June, July, August, and September minutes. And that's the protocol that we voted on. Okay. So that's the order in which we will proceed. So that item is going to be put aside. We'll come back to it. I need a motion for that. So, is there a second?
Yes.
Is there a second?
Come back to it. So I'm second.
You second? Okay. All right. Discussion? And roll call?
Trustee Willis. Yes. Trustee Maxon.
Yes.
Chairperson Richardson.
Yes.
Vice Chair Marion. Secretary Adams, yes.
Okay, now we'll have, I'm sorry.
But we'll come back to that.
Now we have the librarian report. Brett?
Yes. We're gonna have to.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go with the first. There.
Good evening. September, well, you know the general picture of my duties already. I would like to emphasize on a number of things for the month of September. On September 24th, Miss Marion and I were at a community event, prosecutor's office, at the Bodet Park for the Justice Resource Fair. We had a table there. There were a lot of vendors. We gave out newsletters, pamphlets, cards. We communicated there with the community, talked with other vendors regarding. We did some public relation stuff. It was a 2-hour event, and it went pretty well. There was one thing that I would like to point out. Also, well, that is regarding my duties, but this is an extra situation right now. I'm dealing with big maintenance of the public computers currently, upgrades and updates, and some changes that we're working with TLN. This started in September and it continues, and it's going to take some time. It's a project that we're having.
Is there a cost attached to that?
Unfortunately, Edward would be able to. You're talking about the TLN.
Whatever it is.
The maintenance, no, it's something that I do for the most part.
Okay.
It's something that it's happening from time to time.
Okay.
The TLN involvement in this has to do with a piece of equipment that we need to change. I believe there is a cost to that. Edwin will be able to answer more on that. So, and every time TLN comes here to do something, there is a charge.
Any other questions or comments? Report?
What is TLN?
TLN is the library network. The consortium we're in, the consortium of libraries, approximately 50-something libraries. Yeah, there is interlibrary loan between this libraries.
Any other questions? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Public services library.
Well, things I do in urban DVDs and CDs.
I'm sorry?
One of the things I do is I order CDs, books. Also, with reference tests that we'll be more work with. There's a program that I set up. It's called Adult Coloring. And I also teach computer classes. And I do outreach for the library.
Also, you teach computer classes.
There's anywhere between 4 and 8 classes per month.
How many people often you do? Yeah.
Not very many. Ever since, well, I think maybe anywhere from 2 to 6 maybe.
How do we increase that?
I'm not sure, but getting the word out maybe somehow.
How do you do that?
Newsletter already. We usually put it on Facebook and on social media. It's just a matter of,
Confused. How should we get people engaged? Because other than that, you seem like those kind of services, just order books and things like that. It's a whole lot. I'm just saying, what can we do to help engage the community more? Involved in the community or
Well, you got it on Facebook, you got it on.
Absolutely. So clearly, that's not doing a whole lot, right?
so,
Clearly, we got benefits.
so then that's where we have the marketing and advertising committee, we need a budget for that, so that we can even put online ads and services to the community and, you know, some of my radios, whether it's 50 mile radius, 100 mile radius, whatever. The residents and people who engage in activities like this. So the Facebook needs to be ran by more than whoever it's ran by, so everybody can invite people. I don't know if we can get a password as board members, log in, post, update, and add to it.
It's whoever's running Facebook is get with them and provide them information with them.
Well, it would just be more convenient, so that way I don't know how it can be done with board members. Can get on there, update, post, and we all have different people in our realms. Social media.
What I'm saying is, in order for us to be supportive to the library on that, that would be an opportunity for us to get with the staff. Okay. Any other comments or questions for Greg?
Yes. Have you ever considered taking the computer classes to like taking it to them? And you know, it's always transportation is an issue.
Hasn't been done. I've been talking to people that seems.
So does the library currently own like one of the computer housing systems or the computer site and they're charging them? Systems.
Something you would like them to consider.
Absolutely. Yes, I will, because that's, you know, it's a lot of the schools, they have those in every class and pretty much just got the computers. And that device in there. I think that way you can just roll it out in the library, go to different areas, even, you know, senior citizen homes, the community centers, schools, you know, you can broaden your horizons that way with offering.
Something probably we look into, obviously, we have a budget for technology, for the document system.
Chromebooks are very,
Would it be somewhere for, I mean,
oh, yeah, exactly.
so if we would look that up and then go back and look at the technology budget, that's considered about that. If we have additional information, you know. Like that, and, they recognize the trustee of the school.
I was just gonna mention, I don't know if you guys do it currently, but just sharing the events directly to like the page of like the Peterson Center and the Florence Center. And then they can share out from their page on Facebook, just to get more traction for each post. Because if they don't follow the library's page or interact with it most of the time, then they won't be able to see the post.
So what I did is I give a call.
What about
Ask them what they would offer or some of the things that they could.
voting?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, or even in making sure they share whatever you're doing here too from their pages, or if they have a newsletter or something like that, to get more people to come in here.
Yeah, we can get the email contact of the person from those two
Or maybe-
centers and then just email them your flyer.
For the seniors. I was separate. I like that idea. It would be nice to have it separate for those, because I know so here you have two places that you initially go to. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Those two places. The Baldwin House Senior Center and Elm Haven, where's that?
It's right down the street from you. It's right down the street, Baldwin Center here in Lake Alaska. It's, east of, Baldwin. It's in park.
I understand that, I'm just trying to get a feel of where it is and the population that you're serving, that's all.
Yeah, okay.
Is it on State Street?
No, it's not a straight street. What is it, Baldwin?
It's on Baldwin, isn't it?
It's Baldwin, but you make a left off of Baldwin to get to. It's, Baldwin. Yeah, I think it is. Sure. But if you know where the Baldwin's at, it's just 3 miles east of that. I think so, yeah.
It's a comment that popped up that said people are having a hard time hearing. Okay. So I don't know if that mic is on or not, but
Is your mic on? Can you tap your mic and see if it's on?
I don't know, we just, everybody just have to talk. I think the mic is on the computer, so that's probably part of the problem. I would like to suggest we look into getting an owl. I know you talked about it before, because with an owl, it rotates to whomever is speaking. So that might be something that would be better.
She's writing notes for it, so. Right, any other comments? So perhaps if you just, when you decide to do the newsletter for the seniors, you can let us have a look at it. We're excited about that, perhaps when we visit some of those places, we might be able to let them know in advance that a newsletter is forthcoming. Okay. All right, thank you very much.
So that's it, that's all that's here.
Have to be done.
We have to leave it back.
Edward's report is inside because he's not back until November 7th. He's on vacation.
Josh's report is in here. But I do have to say that everybody's been really, all the librarians have been gracious in coming in early and staying late, being very flexible with, you know, their time is. You know, with the construction, they have to come in 8 o'clock Saturday, Sunday, so. They've all been very helpful.
All right, so now let's do them one at a time, or as opposed to doing them collectively. Approval of the minutes for June. Is there a motion? document in your minutes last week. I have a correction that I'd like to show, the minutes for June, that, it said that we received $1,250. Originally, it was for $1,450, okay? And that also, I stated that I spoke with the nonprofit, or Tiffany Harris, not that I talked directly to her, okay? For her to come to the finance board and speak in regard to participating in her nonprofit. And, and that's it, that's the questions that I have regarding that. Anything else? And we have a motion to approve the June minutes.
I make a motion to approve the June minutes.
Okay, it's the motion, can I get a second?
Second.
The motion is in a second. It's been second, motion second discussion. Roll call.
Vice Chairman Reed. Chairperson Richardson. Yes. Trustee Witherspoon.
Yes.
Secretary Allen, yes. Thank you. Minutes have been approved.
Let's go to July 28th. I would just like to say that this is corrected, so it did say in July, it did say $1,450. So what's corrected in July? Return that amount, if you could see. All right, all right. So, is there a motion to accept the minutes for July?
So, discussion.
Well, we don't have a motion yet. We have a motion first to accept the July minutes. Then we can-
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
The motion to approve the minutes, is there a second? The motion, second discussion. Chair recognizes Vice Chair.
Motion is second.
Hey, go back. Amendment, you can do a correction. Can't do a minute. And then two times, oh, okay, sure.
So with this being said, it stated, what I said, the second one is just that she stated something different, it doesn't say on here a lot. Stated what you said, but read. Secretary Adams stated that the subcommittee would like to add section 2, volunteers to participate on committee person. However, Chairperson Richardson stated that traditional young boards goals. So I didn't agree with that to me.
It says that I made
That you, is that however, Chairperson Richardson stated that traditionally on boards, she has previously served on the chairperson assigned subcommittees. And that there's a person who's interested in that, who's open to volunteer to serve.
that was another discussion. That was not agreed. Okay, and then it says next step, there would be a second meeting, it has to be formally written, and then come back as a resolution prepared by the secretary.
So that wasn't agreed, right?
You, here's what you said,
Mhm.
okay. In terms of amendment, here's your amendment,
Right,
that you said.
Mhm.
It just says that I made a statement, it didn't say I said amendment anything.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying to you. So are these the two,
It took what you said.
right, that I spoke from, both my notes, right?
Yeah.
So that was the first reading.
I think that was the second reading, because you already had the first reading.
Was it?
So that was the first reading.
Hold on a second. That was the first reading, yeah, that's correct, that was the first reading. Okay, the second reading is in progress, so right now we're voting on the lines minutes. We can accept them or not.
So what I'm saying is, if we accept these, then that is going back to say, the initial statement that volunteers should be able to participate on committee work.
That's exactly what you said.
Okay. So that was the first one.
That was the first reading. Okay. Now, second is whether or not you guys are voting to accept the minutes for July. It's been motioned and second, we have a discussion. Any more discussion? Roll call.
Chairperson Richardson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mary. Trustee Weatherspoon.
Yes.
August minutes. It will be for approval for the minutes for August 25th, 2022. Any motion? Second?
A second.
Any motion in second? Discussion? Roll call?
Trustee Weatherspoon,
Yes.
Vice Chair Mary. Chairperson Richardson,
Yes.
Secretary Adams.
September minutes. September 22nd, 2022. Motion, is there a second? Motion and second, discussion. No discussion, roll call.
That's whether it's trustee Griswold,
Yes.
vice chair Marion, chairperson. Second.
Mr. Hart.
Yes.
Good
Good evening.
evening, welcome here.
Yes. Starting with the profit and loss budget versus actual. Everyone have that? You there? Right, then starting with July through September 2022, we have total property revenue $746,798.53 versus a budget of $516,843, and an over budget variance of $229,955.53. That just is a timing issue in terms of how we calendarize that budget. It should be smoothed out, that variance, even though it's a favorable variance, toward the end of the year. Anticipate us being over budget in revenues for property taxes. Total income, $801,825.65 versus total budgeted of $536,275.22 for over budget revenues, $265,550.43. In our expenses, we have total expenses of $239,238.10 versus budgeted $266,545.43 for under budget variance, which is favorable, of $27,307.33. And primarily that variance is coming from our operations as well as in collection. Under budget, 21,705 in operations and another 9,916 in collection. And a lot of that is timing as well, plus the under budget in revenue and salaries for certain unfilled positions. In terms of our net income for the period, we have $562,587.55 versus a budgeted net income of $269,729.79. And of course, that is a favorable variance of $292,857.76. And that's primarily due to the under budget expenses and the over budget in revenues to date that makes up that favorable variance in net income for the period. Any questions regarding the profit and loss budget versus actual? Yes.
Thank you. In regards to maintenance costs, is there a budget for maintenance costs under operations?
Yes.
And how much is that?
Explode that budget.
building maintenance, a budget of 5,500. HVAC maintenance, 7,700. For the year. Yes, HVAC building maintenance, 5,500, HVAC maintenance, 7,700.
You said something about HVAC and HVAC.
No, HVAC and building maintenance.
Capital improvements, the 6250, is that based on the quote that was provided by the people that are currently doing the work now, or is that something that?
Okay, that was of course, that was unbudgeted, but when that was for people doing the work.
The 6250 that says capital improvements. Okay, I was asking, is that being used on the quote that you guys are putting some interest here, or is it still one that you have to?
Well, first off, there was no budget for that, and that's expenses for the pavilion.
Oh, that's what that is.
Mhm.
So if we did, so we did have, when we do, and if we do have improvements to the building, what would that come up?
Well, if you have it, it'll come out of the line item for capital improvements, even though you haven't budgeted to make the improvement. So you just be over budget in that area.
Oh. Now, what line item in marketing advertising?
Community promotion, and there's no budget for that. But that's the line item would be, is the expense would go on.
Like the newsletters and things, something.
Well, no, the newsletter is not in that line item.
It's not a part of it?
No, we budgeted that in the printing and binary services that we print. That's where we put the newsletter.
But do you have an idea of how much that budget is?
That budget was 30. That's 31,400.
That's right, thank you.
Buying services,
And minimum,
right?
What is that one time?
31,400. At approximately 9,789 per newsletter at 3.
that's free, right?
Yeah,
It's 40.
You said about 9,000, how much?
that's approximately 9,789. That was the estimate. And we
Per quarter or per?
per.
It's not 40%.
Anything else?
Continue.
Next is the balance sheet. Have total checking and savings, $1,189,668.35. Total fixed assets, net of depreciation, $657,503.08 for total assets of $1,848,036.43. Liabilities, we have credit balance with our vendors of $223.90. Those should be applied to future invoices. Total liability and equity, $1,848,036.43. So we do have abundance of cash still in our checking account. I know you met on the investments, so that cash is still there waiting for that use. And next, if any questions on the balance sheet?
Ms. Thomas, is that, we go ahead and try to research somebody else in terms of our investment? Since I'm going to assume that since the question was asked about third world investments, that must have triggered somebody that way to provide information because there's third world investments. You seek to try to find someone else to meet with them. Righteousness initially be able to have be able to have some kind of investment.
They didn't respond?
After I said to them initially that the request was made for them to show their investments with third world countries, and I sent that back to I haven't heard from them since. No, not Fifth Third, I'm talking about the person, from Fifth Third.
Well, it's just a lack of follow-up.
I did, like I said, I did, after he asked me, were we ready to move forward? And I said, yes, as soon as we can get a response regarding the third world investments.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want to reach out to him again, you have to,
Who, me?
yes.
Yeah, I've never reached out to him at all.
I said, if you'd like to reach out.
Well, if you direct me to, I will.
Please, reach out to them and see what they have to say. And then if not, we'll just move forward.
Okay.
We would like to do this investment because we did have significant, $75,000 that we, revenue.
Right.
From that. So I'd like to be able to do something like that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
If you can do that, you most appreciate. Go ahead.
The next is our graph for our expense summary. And it's a breakdown of where our year-to-date expenses, operations making, of course, 80.5% of our total expenses, professional services 10.5%, collection 3.69%, capital improvements 2.61%, debt service 1.78%, and all other 0.92%. And then the next chart is what our revenue, and you see 93.14% is from property taxes. Others 6.43%, and grants 0.44%. Questions regarding the graphs? And that concludes my report. Taste
I know, right?
contagious. Yeah.
Yes. They said we have this money in the bank, this, all this extra money in the bank, is that for investments or whatever we see fit, the library needs?
Well, it's just the assets of the library, and whenever you have excess cash over, but you need to operate on given throughout the year, I think it's prudent that you invest some of it so that you can get a return on it, because right now it's just sitting in the checking account, you get nothing on it. But there's market risk, of course, and you have the potential to lose, but you have greater potential to gain. And as the chair was indicating in the past, when we had excess cash like this, we were able to generate over $60,000-$70,000 in revenue over the year by investing and professionally managed.
Okay. I don't think you really answered the question. The question was, can some of those funds be designated or used to cover excess expenses beyond what we budgeted?
Yes, and you're already doing that. You can spend the funds on non-budgeted items, but you're going to be over budget because you didn't budget that. But you're not evaluated as a library on a line by line variance. You're evaluated by overall variance based on the budget that was sent into the state. And so as the report that you have in front of you has a condensed number of lines, and that's what you evaluate. But the detail under that are a lot of different sub-accounts that make up those lines and make up that overall variance. So you can have a lot of fluctuations within those lines that don't show up as much of variances as the report that you have in front of you. So there's like capital improvements, you made a payment for that wasn't budgeted at all, but you don't see that variance because that's all in the operations has such a big variance in terms of being under budget at this point in time. So you're gonna have variances throughout the year. And then at some point, the board has the authority to make a budget amendment to correct what these variances are as well.
So, but I also want to know, as far as the back end work now.
Okay.
So how does that work out? So do we have to, how does that procedure work when we go to spend the money? How much was that? Where did it come from?
He had, and I think he's going to ask that question before, but what's your prior vendor? Some of the prior vendor. After I said, and I looked through the and see, and after I didn't see those papers. Then I would be able to get that for a prior vendor back in 2015, 16, and ask them to do work because I didn't have another vendor. It's just because we have that data, it's so bad. And you have somebody come up and do the work. I want to try to make
So I just think it's a little terrible because I told them that we were going for a project, like several projects, and like I have to go back and tell you that somebody else is doing the work.
Not necessarily, you still.
No, I understand that's the one that we priced and sent the quote over for, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that we were having somebody else do it, and I didn't know what the cost was in comparison to or anything, so we signed checks for it, just met it's not, like, how does that line?
How many?
2 or 3 signatures.
2. How many you see you get?
So we don't have to talk about it. So,
Oh, it's under, I'm sorry,
go ahead.
by being under $10,000 as a director. Something that can be done. As I said, I'm supposed to be asked for the, for the putting into use, do it. And I do tell her, things that-
So if any one of us want work done, we can go, I mean, say, hey, we want this, and then. go to
Oh, we had talked about it before.
No, I'm just saying, in the scope of, so we said, sometimes we talk about upstairs and bathroom, so if I say, okay, we want to do it, what is up, how do you, want to say, okay? And then we sign it, up, we get ready to sign it, everybody's like, well,
The proposal, she has to have a proposal in front of her.
well, that's what I'm saying,
Yes.
so if I give it to her, so it could be
I mean,
me,
well,
it could be.
As long as we discussed it, but that was some of the things that we talked about.
Right, that's what I'm saying, so we already discussed that, so.
Yes,
If I go to her and say, hey, here's this guy's work, it's under 10,000, she'll say, okay, cool, sign a check. And we
it
don't have
was
to-
something that the board said we wanted to do. One of the things we talked about was upgrade for the bathroom.
Right, that's what I'm saying, so if I
Yes.
was to her and it's proposal in front of her, she go, okay. Okay.
But once the board has, talked about it, and we talked about it. There were no trustee votes.
I do think that in an effort to be fully transparent and fair, I can understand if something is an emergency and we don't have a repair right away, and there's no time to bring things before the board. I understand it's being looked at. But to the extent that there is time to allow others to bid for jobs and to bring in, and to bring it before the board, before work is started, I think we need to err on the side of being transparent and allowing whoever contractors that's interested in doing work to bid on it. So RFPs or whatever.
One of the things about that is it was still raining in there and the plaster and stuff was coming down and there was mold there, so I was concerned about that. That was one of the things that I was concerned about. Yes. I'm sorry, Louise.
I'm done.
Okay.
So according to the bylaws, it says in executive only.
You don't have any binder? No.
How much is this quote?
$9,000.
Is that?
Yes.
And how much was that?
The other year was, you have it from me?
$4,000.
For the wall.
So $6,965.
And that was to do what?
Let's see here, prep, prime, paint, adjacent walls, including minor wall repairs, prep, prime, and paint wall area adjacent to elevator. And minor wall infections. See there. completes the necessary wall repair, drywall, plaster, refinishing, mudding, scamming, as needed, sanding, finishing, rectifying, paint, prime, sealing, finishing, painting up existing color. Exterior wall, work also to include replacement existing water damage ceiling tiles, all necessary scaffolding and safety equipment to complete the above described work. Total of $6,965.
This is $9,200. And that includes, also bathrooms, all doors, the kitchen, hallway, all the rooms. The wall is paint, ceiling damage, in the staff room, and to.
So we definitely talked about in our work, but it's at scope of work for that entire thing.
But that's not,
This is not that, but.
Right, but I'm saying-
But that's what you said, you weren't gonna need it, so we need to get a quote for it.
but that was still, you just added the other, what was that? $2,100 or something like that? Okay. To do that, it said water was coming down in the staff room. Wasn't even aware of that, and Josh showed us every part of that, the water was coming down from the roof. Took care of that too.
Insurance and such, say you get prior work, and then you contact them or go to verify your work. I'm just a little upset because I had someone come here, we both here, somebody should know as well.
Did you submit something to?
No,
Oh, yeah, yeah. You had a different quote to get or something?
No, she didn't. But it was stupid, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I guess.
Okay, so my comment to that is I apologize that I didn't see the email. And so I was like, well, this is water is still coming in here. And we had already got the people to do the roofing part, that we didn't want it to happen again. Because Edmund indicated that every few months, if you do it, then it's still gonna rain down in there. So we wanted to make sure that was done, in the repairs. And so that the mold from the ceiling out, it all be replaced.
So,
Mr. Hayes, so the guy that had done it before, Carter, came and did that.
Rolling like a recent.
Before that,
Before.
then I was just gonna bring up my report. Did you get any responses from my RFP? Did you put out about the work?
I never, well, I didn't, that wasn't approved yet. The RFP. Let's talk about that in the,
Did you put it together and send it to us? For everybody?
no, just, I think I just gave it to you the one time. Get any indication of before with that?
I'm seeing.
I was watching the very day that you sent the text, I was just ready to start to thought. Which one it was, we communicated with you upon that text. And I think you wanted to.
They don't.
I can get on my AT&T, though, it's like this where I need that.
Yeah.
This proposal,
Give to you. And you said you
so we said the bathrooms, what is that?
it's paying for that. Seal the future bonds as well.
So no, we're to the fixtures and.
The fixtures, even at the twelve years, that's one. That's all fun.
No,
No, we weren't talking about.
yeah, basically, like, I'm getting some upgrades.
This is so for the payment.
Yeah, I'm sure he's on the phone, and I'll ask him, but again, he was ready, I don't know. I will ask him again, he was ready to do stuff work and prepare the email that we sent. But we communicated with that, you texted me, we communicated, we called back on the same day, and again, later on. I said she'll call back when she's ready, but she'll probably be in or something. He texted, and then I said, message her. I said, I'll have to find it.
All I can do is apologize for this. Move forward and see.
But I mean, I just a simple communication, because you communicated with me, saying he was ready, you were ready to move forward, I said,
Right.
okay.
But I'm saying, the reason.
Let's let me know then, I'm just saying prior to getting them, giving them okay, just to say, hey, if you guys not gonna do it, I got somebody ready to do it. I just think that would have been
You're right.
proper communication, right?
You're right.
But it just seems like now it's somebody that you brought in and, yeah, we don't know. I just don't think that's right in the sense of no communication.
So that was not my intent, and I would apologize and have a conversation with him. Do you have a number I can reach?
It's on the email where we're all here, it's all about communication.
Yes, the chair will be.
So I would like to go on the record to state that per the bylaws, at this point on, anything over $250. So that's misunderstanding. At this point on, anything over $250.
And you may not put it in the starting on page 2. You didn't say it on, you didn't say it on page 2 and rest?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure that we understand. I will go on the record as
It's on the
saying
record.
that from this point on, anything over $250 does have to be approved. We cannot make decisions as a city. Basically, that's what this is.
Right under the 2,000. Okay.
All right, move the approval of the financial report. Second, discussion, roll call.
Vice Chair Marion. Chairperson Richardson.
Yes.
Trustee Butterstone. Yes. Secretary Allen, yes. Financial Richardson.
So much.
Good evening.
Business.
I'd like to get the friends of the library on. I am requesting, again, I do have a budget. Right now, and I will present the budget out. Or I would like to hire a graphic designer to do presentations as soon as. So I will submit the budget, I will submit the budget for, and I'll also get the budget for graphic designers for. That's your job, I'm not sure, but I would like to do it. So start. Start.
Any other old business?
So for the marketing and advertising, you said that this as far as the Facebook, is that up to Colleen or would that be, is that still our committee? Do we still do what we do with marketing and advertising, create our own budget or what? More forward for the advertising.
Okay, when you talk about advertising,
Marketing and advertising for library and events that we have.
that would you have to do in technology, but for a special event, or something that you want and budget for that. Bring it to her. You can do that unless you have a budget over now. It's gonna be over $250. Okay, then I guess we, okay. Any other old business? Back to the. It is a. In order to get the permits done for the pavilion, we need to have. And so we need to have. Okay. Mr. Hayes, who's doing the work for the pavilion, says that there's a fire. I'm trying to pull up. There's a need to have. Okay, it's called the fire protection equipment. And we need to have done in order for the county to approve the pavilion. So we get our bids, so we can have it open to do. For anyone. Have somebody rent it out for the fundraiser. So we have to have that done, and that's an additional cost. That was not a part of this, but he said it's. Vision has been made to this for the rest of the increased costs for the city of Pontiac. So this contract is still oversight and administration. I'm gonna send it to you guys, and somebody can open it on their phone. Okay, I'm sending it right now, so somebody can open it. So. Comes up. Anybody getting it?
What are we looking for?
We're looking for,
And maintain through the way
we're looking for the proposal for the fire protection.
at $9,134.
Okay, and that's in order to get the rest of the list. There are the rest of the products, and they had a cost of the county received, said it had to be done at 5%. Because I guess there was nothing in it before.
Given, I don't know if we're planning on doing anything with the pavilion, install or winter, we have a bit of time. Is it possible that we could bring this proposal in here or show us, you know, what is already available with its fire protection system?
Yeah, it says on here, it shows each detailed amount, however, fire systems in Michigan, $4,399. Sun heating and cooling, $260, which is paid. ISC stain cleaning, $425. CPS power systems, $2,500. City of Pontiac permit, $300. Contractor field oversight and administration, $1,250. So another city of Pontiac permit, $300, what is that for? So we don't already have one, so the work is being done.
For the fire protection, we don't have a permit for that. No. Because what I'm hearing is that the work that was done in the beginning was not done correctly in the first place.
But so when they said that we had all the stuff already out there.
All that stuff has been installed.
Right.
Okay. But there was never any fire protection.
Okay, she got it out.
Okay.
Um,
Here we go.
Thank you. So we got one quote for fire protection, sounds like it's $4,000. Is that what it said?
Fire systems of Michigan, $4,300.
Does it detail what they would be doing?
It says the fire in the contract, so
I would like to see some detail, exactly what we can install, and what the requirements are. Sounds like some expenses have already been incurred. So that she just read. In the previous meeting, you mentioned, Ms. Madam Chair, that the stove that was purchased could not be installed. So did we purchase a new stove to replace the one that couldn't be installed? Because you mentioned installing them
I don't think it was a stove, some kind of oven or something. It was an oven. Yeah, and it could be installed out there. So if something, he said that would lose value, so I asked if we could install it in here and utilize it perhaps for teaching, if the health department to teach classes or something else to teach classes, or as well as, and as I said, it could be, right, is it 20 cakes or something like that? I'm sorry.
I think it's more than that, but it's a
But
lot.
anyway, yeah, it was something that wasn't purchased on the, I mean, I was on the board, but I didn't approve that. But anyway, so that's the item that wouldn't be out there, would be in here.
Did you then purchase another oven to go out there and
So
install?
whatever is adequate to in order for that particular facility has been installed.
Okay, so we would have purchased an additional piece of equipment.
No, we didn't
We
purchase
did not
anything.
purchase.
No, the only
So there's
one
no oven or whatever.
is a grill and I think something else that's already out there.
Okay,
But he's saying this item that they purchased, was a commercial item for like a big company or something. Okay, so no, whatever was out there, he's already installed everything there. But he's saying this particular item, he said, ask him if you can sell it. He said it's just like buying a car. It's been sitting out there over a year. Okay, so we appreciate it. So they would serve no purpose. So he said the best thing to do would be to install it inside some building.
So is this a third party that is going through like the step of other people that did this stuff, or is it something that he's directly installing
So
himself?
what? Yes, we've already done special board meeting, but I can ask that question. Okay, in respect to, okay, why don't you email me whatever questions you have for them, and I'll ask them to address all those questions. Unless we try to get them on the phone now and see if we can answer those questions. What do you like? Okay. You have a question? So.
Will they cover in their, because I don't have a certain background, so I need to pay fair, because
What did they do?
say, if you pay this, they already paid it. 9 cents on 10, they're paying for it. So are they here to come back and repay if we didn't pay this? Because at this point, we did things out of here.
Mr. Walker?
So I guess that's my concern, like, if we do anything, pay this.
Is there a contract that was signed or something?
Yes.
Insurance on it?
Mr. Walker?
Oh.
Okay, any other old business? Mr. Walker?
Yes.
The board has some questions. Can you stand right there? Mr. Walker, the board has some questions for you. We'll start with, Secretary Allen. Oh, was that, oh, that's, Brinker, Vice Chair.
So I have a question, if we do additional repairs to like the bathrooms or hallways, that versus just the floor in the hallway, if we do repairs to the floor in the hallway, we come back and repaint the areas if something gets,
Got an additional cost or just, I mean,
When you talk about being destroyed.
we're saying like, you know, if, let's first say you do the floor. If you do the floor, you take up the floor, 9 times out of 10, the molding around the bottom of the floor will come up too. So at that time, the paint will be tearing. Because we took up the floor.
Well,
Because we're talking about doing additional things in the bathrooms besides the stalls. So if we take, let's say we take out the sink and put in a new sink, but that's not the same size. We have, the paint is, you know, it's mismatched. When we come back and repair or repaint the areas that we should paint.
yeah, because in the restroom, I mean, it's got ceramic that's around the sink bowl, and whoever does the floors, if you take the floor, the base board off, and you run your blade, you run the blade over the top of it, you shouldn't destroy any of the paint job. Because it's stuck down with an adhesive that if you cut right along the top here, so take, when I do floors, I just take and cut along this here, and then I do this off. So it doesn't disturb any of the paint. But to answer your question, whoever does it, if they don't come in and just do the whole wall up, sure, I can just touch it. That's no problem.
That's what I'm
what other work did you do there, library? You did other work here before?
Some painting, I did some painting, a while ago. But we do, I don't call it, someone that is bad.
What's your data contract for this one? When did you start? Is this the first day?
No.
Okay. What was the contract for?
That was, what was that? Was it Friday? Friday?
Friday first.
Thursday or something.
It was the school spoken work that you'll be doing. In the bathrooms, she was painting over everything.
Not the surrounding top, but I thought of all the fixtures and stuff were ceramic, so something got broken here, because that replace all that ceramic down.
It's pretty much. It's no tiles, no bathrooms. So it's really the tile.
And the flooring, I don't think they can put a lot of flooring on because it's asbestos. So whatever's already up, and when you disturb it, it's by it's a tile that's like that, you glue it down, and then put whatever flooring you want to put on top.
Is that Walker, same thing with Walker's barbecue the other time?
No. I have that question too. Okay, you have your budget. This time, you still let the old business? Okay. The old business there, it's not in front of everybody, but you do have a budget, $5,500 for a friends and family meet and greet. So when you say tables and chairs, you need $500 for tables and chairs?
We already have them. Yeah, we have some.
Now, you have to understand, some of the stuff is based on what I do, not what he does. I don't know what he does from cases. These are all estimates. It's not- Yeah, so I'm saying, it depends on, I don't know, because you normally rent tables and chairs, I assume, for all your events. How much do you normally rent?
I think the last event was 300.
I don't know how many people.
I don't know if that's right.
I mean, just in general though. Like
That's for tables and chairs and,
Yes, yeah,
you know, tablecloth, like that's
for the
absolutely
land
not.
and everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the chair covers and, oh, no, not the chair,
And that's what we-
not the chair covers. I don't know.
Those are our estimates.
Yeah.
And that's.
And we have a budget on the table. Estimated budget of $5,500 for Pontiac Public Library, Friends of the Library, meet and greet. This will take place on March 18, 2022. At what time? What day of the week is it? Well, is there a motion to do the motion?
Now, see that. It's up here for us, where it's up here downstairs. Question also, are we allowed alcohol in here? I think we
No.
talked about that before.
Not unless you get, approved in the state district.
Well, no, I think it's under a certain amount of that.
I've done it. So I'm saying, I'm
It's
using
a big here. For one. It's on a calendar.
Before the jazz,
It's on.
if we have a company, their licensing, I mean, their, whatever, we'll cover it.
It's on the calendar.
It's in the newsletter.
Yeah, it looks like both. Yeah, on the public calendar website. Yeah.
I heard it's already booked up.
Yeah.
Who's sponsoring it?
What, you mean the wine?
No. Yeah.
It's adult services.
Who?
It's through adult services program.
Is this, Greg or Cyril?
Spiros, there's the program for the adult services. I checked into all the
Question because before, when we initially tried to do something here at the library about alcohol,
But why did alcohol?
Nice.
but we were going to do a wine tasting.
Who said no? She said no. It was somebody,
I checked in with a lot of people that know about the licensing.
oh, that's my question right here. So can we incorporate that into the, if we have a company that or one, it's gonna be wrong names, sponsors. That's what- Yeah. I can't believe you didn't that was, I was excited when I saw it, on online Facebook for the same. We had too many questions too.
This was my fascinating, but you got me kind of big clothes.
Usually it could be more. You say like the December, it's. Well, I'm sure that will, did you sign it? I didn't. Okay, I assume that doesn't include the board, have you signed? Can you finish it? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, do we have a motion on the floor? So please budget for this amount or less?
I don't know. This is an event that we're not making, it takes money, so our friends, library. Friends, library. So, yes. It's really shifty for the.
Well, I mean, you really.
$20 a year, student $10 a year, family $35 a year, seniors $10 a year, Senior couples $15, a business or patron $50. Yeah, so this, I email address.
From the email that you. And I know I emailed you about going to the website. Did you go to that?
I did.
Or was it?
Oh, is that old business? I thought that was new business.
No,
so
that's
why I
old
bring it up.
business, because it's.
Okay, well, that's old business. That thing was amazing. It was an ALA, Friends of the Library, webinar. Like when I say amazing, it was
And I
amazing.
sent it to her to sign it.
It gave me so much hope.
Oh, good.
I'm actually going to join the, it's under ALA, but it's still a separate entity of ALA. It's the Friends of the Library Networking, and it's, but it's under ALA. So I am going to join that. I'll try to log in
Give her
today, but
the information and we'll just all join.
okay,
So we'll be a part of it. So
okay,
give her the information so she.
okay.
So she can.
Yeah, they sent me an email today, but somebody was like, I
Okay.
remember my
Okay, well,
ALA.
I'm glad that worked out for you.
No, it was great. I feel like after attending
You
this
seem excited.
webinar, I feel like there are so many possibilities. One thing that that really stuck out to me is I was telling someone, the majority of these libraries have a cafe located in their library. Because downtown no longer has a cafe, because the Alley Cat had a cafe, but they closed it down. I think that should be like one of our first things that we do, is open up a cafe, and everyone had a bookstore. They sold great
I'm
things.
gonna cut you off, because if you go back and you look at the minutes of 2014, and when we cleaned this room out back here and put the floor down and the painting was done, it was all for a cafe. If you look at the minutes from the city of Pontiac, where I told them that we were doing all this, so that we could have a cafe down here, like Barnes and Nobles, okay, and all of that. So I'm excited. Let's bring back there, let's put it together. That's something that initially perhaps if the young man that was supposed to do the job is not too anxious, then he might want to help set the cafe up back there. But yes, I thought you would be excited, because I just want to say this. Some of the library, Friends of the Libraries group have $2-3 million in their accounts. Okay, well,
I spoke to someone
Okay,
that has a business downtown that has that, and he said he's working with it.
Okay, so I'm just telling you that the Friends of the Library have $2-3 million in their accounts. Okay, and again, the money that was from the Friends of the Library from year before, I contacted the person and I asked them, they said, money to the Chase account. I asked them to give with me, and then after they have me to the phone.
Yeah. So another thing that I did learn about, they had 3 people from 3 different libraries, so this is all over the country.
Right.
So they had 3 things going on. They did buttons.
Okay.
They took old books. They did the button maker. They made buttons out of old books. So just pictures of, quotes, pictures of cartoon characters, everything. They set it up and they said they sell buttons the kids come in, they said they only sell for $1. They were like, it is a huge deal. And they do farmers markets, they go out, and they sell them at the farmers market. That was one thing. And then another one, they did this thing they called it flocking or whatever, where they put people paid to put flamingos in people's yards. Like, how they do the birthday signs? When people paid to do that in different people's yards. Now that it was a little more expensive. I don't think we did yet, but it was a great thing. It was another thing. I can't remember the third. I wrote it.
Well, how about, see, you're excited about the Friends of the Library utilizing the.
Yeah, and actually, I'll send you guys
I connected her to go to this webinar. I thought it would be helpful for us. So I see it was.
I'll send you guys actually the thing because they recorded it. Oh, and the other one was greeting cards. They had greeting cards. They had a group that made greeting cards. They were beautiful. And they just had, it was like a crafting class where they made greeting cards. And then they sold the greeting cards for $4.
And, or children could make greeting cards. Yeah. And we do that.
And they sold it for $4 and everything. They were very successful. It was wonderful.
That's great. So the cafe, and Barnes and Noble, that was something like that. If you look back, that was something that you see at city council meeting as well as recorded here, because that was the purpose that we did clean up for a cafe and a little theater, so the kids could have the arts. Okay, so, we're one accord on that, so I'm excited about that, okay, so I'm, you see.
So that's
excited
why
about
I
it.
really need to get this friends on the library. I really do.
Okay, okay, so,
Because if
no,
we get that
what
noise,
is that, 105.9? If we do 105.9, something, they will do free advertising for you. Okay, so do that, they will do, Mason was talking about it, so make sure that you do that, you get everything done. So we have a motion on the floor.
to approve my, budget.
Okay, but you got so excited after you said that. Okay, we need a motion.
I move that we, approve the budget,
5,500.
for $5,500 for the Friends of the Library events.
The motion, second discussion, no discussion, roll call.
Secretary Allen, yes. Vice Chair Marion, yes. Chairperson Richardson.
Yes.
Trustee Wilson. Yes.
All right, make sure you get it 105 and we try to see what else we can get. Well, let's get those invitations out.
So we will.
Okay, any other old business, the roof RFP, so we're gonna send that to everybody, so you can look at that. The fire protection, what's your pleasure regarding that, what do you wanna do? The fire protection that you pulled up from your, I sent it, I think I sent it to everybody. What would you like to do?
The more details.
Oh, that's right, I'm gonna get him on the phone. Dr. Gordon, thank you for stopping. Dr. Gordon, initially does tutoring with the kids at the library, so we appreciate all that you do.
You'd like to be a friend of the library?
Yes, that, but also I want you to have, because when I tutored somewhere else that we won't mention in here, I never had to stop at the store because the pencils, the paint.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm with you.
Okay, thank you.
Let me know my membership.
Yes, I am. You're on the list.
Okay, all right, let me get. I'm trying to get the 17, we're still in good time. Hi, Mr. Hayes, I'd like to put you on speakerphone. I'm here at the board meeting and people, and they have a few questions. We're trying to get them to approve for fire protection, but they have a few questions. So may I put you on speakerphone and you answer those questions or not? Okay, thank you. I'll put you on speakerphone. All right. Okay, you're on speakerphone.
Hi, Mr. Hayes, it's Angela Allen, how are you? Oh, well, thank you. A couple questions. We wanted to know what all that fire protection plan entailed, and is this going to a third party or is this directly through you putting it in? So who is it going through? So who is it going through? Who is the other party involved? So naturally, it's gonna be a little extra cost, us going through you, to do it. Gotcha. And then, one second. One second.
Which is that again, $4,399 for fire systems and mission.
Oh, fire systems in Michigan is 4,000, whatever, okay. Is that it? 4,000 what again? Chanel,
$4,399.
4,399, that is correct.
What is? So we need another permit from the city of Pontiac. I'm trying to understand which one is that to do the actual work? So that's for the contractor work? So. Okay, so the last permit, for the work is expired then? So everything on the supplier and contract list, is this anything overselling or is this just the minimum that we need to get approved? Okay.
Any other questions? Any other questions? So, okay. Okay, is there anything you want to ask us, Mr. Hayes?
So everybody understands, we're gonna do, they're gonna have to have
Lovely.
Anything else? And so, okay, that's all, unless you guys have anything else.
So thank you,
Thank you,
Ms.
Ms. Hayes.
Hayes. Happy birthday.
You still celebrate?
Happy birthday.
Oh, the party's on again, okay. Okay. I'll let you know shortly. Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Sure, for now. Motion,
So he said we can't really approve that until we know the fluctuation of prices.
well, tentative approve it, to based on,
Okay. So I approve, or I move that we approve that,
the budget for the fire protection.
the tentative budget.
Okay.
For the fire.
Is there a second? Is there a second? A second. The motion and second discussion. Roll call,
Chairperson Richardson,
yes.
Vice Chair Brinker, Trustee Witherspoon,
Yes.
Secretary Adams, yes. The motion has been moved.
All right, any other old business? New business? Yes. The vendor. Upstairs.
You're taking it out.
Oh, the vending machine. Vending machine. Vending machine, okay. He said, I directed, Colleen to initially let him know that we wanted to move because it was nothing. He emailed me back. We had a conversation after that because he said that he was going to get a petition to keep it in. So I talked to him, I said, really? I said, and so we had a conversation about that. And I explained to him, I said, you have a vending machine and that you're making money and you're not providing anything to the library. In respect to that, plus some of the items that have not, the health and for snacks and so forth, and the cost is, for this particular area is a little high. So I had that conversation, so he said right now, okay, it's not working, he wanted to come before the board and bring a proposal. I said I was send a proposal to everybody, Colleen, you have a proposal?
Yeah, but not the proposal, like, I think he wanted to do another proposal.
Well, if he wants to, if you guys want to look at another proposal from him regarding the vending machine, we can do that right now. It's shut down, because he said, needs a local something, but Terry told him that he's not allowed to service it. So, that's my comment, by the way, comments about that. Okay. Yeah, we talked about it, there's a bit before, we talked about removing it, correct?
Replace it with anything? Another machine, contract with, or-
Yeah, there was never a contract.
No, I know, I'm just saying, are we going to now have one, have a, another vending machine or right proposal,
You can do another company, you can always do that, I'm just telling you what he said, he was in the proposal, so I'm not sure if that's something he just want to review. And then, how we can research it and see what other libraries are having, what cost is there. Incur or.
Yeah. I'd like to see that, because even if it came with proposal, we have never.
No, so Colleen, right, is that something you can do, other libraries and stuff and see what they're doing as far as having vending machines what they're offering and if there's any residuals that go along with that. Okay, so you can just have that at the next board meeting, if that's too long. Or as soon as you get it, you can forward it to everybody, and then you can look at it, and then you can address it at the next board meeting, which is going to be probably a week before. Because Thanksgiving coming up, so we're gonna be, instead of the fourth Thursday, will be the third week. You know, because Thanksgiving's coming.
Look at that,
It should already be in. And December's meeting just as well. Okay, so. Take care of your questions.
Audit, I remember viewing a board meeting last year, and I think the approval of the financial audit. Do you know when that's gonna happen? Will it be the December board meeting or?
And I know before that they presented in June that they were going to be working on it and to send to the state for December. And I recall as being chair that they always came in the December meeting and we approved it before they sent it to Lansing and they reviewed what was to be said. And the last person told me there is no meeting in December, and I was like, you know what? I wasn't the chair then, so I'm going to initially make that request again, that they come and present to us, so we know exactly what they're sending to the state of Michigan prior to the December meeting, and then usually it's due in December for January. Okay, usually we have that, so I will ask them if they would come to the December meeting. Before it's an expense.
He said it was an audit from.
It's an annual audit.
And I remember last year, the board had to have a special meeting because it wasn't ready for the last official board meeting. So I wanted to avoid that this year. Kind of right at Christmas, special meeting. If possible.
Any other comments? That's going to new business.
Supposed to she's over the Parks and Rec, and well, she works with Parks and Rec director for the city of Pontiac. Yes. So she asked me if we would be interested in merging, and someone told me that it was like this before, merging the newsletter with the city of Pontiac, Parks and Rec. We just all share the costs, we would all have input, and we could include everything that's going on, not just the library events. I personally feel like it's a great idea because I feel like a lot of times the arguments are set and it causes this to not be attended. Again, as I said, I would be for the board.
I'll ask a question because, you know, it's separate from the city. I just want to ask a question, make sure that there's not.
I have seen that kind of being done in other communities. And they're distributed more broadly too, so. My personal opinion, if it's more eyes on the library's activities, and reduces the cost. I mean, we pay $9,000 for printing and mailing. That could be a fair cost.
That's not my concern. I'm concerned by, you know, a lot of communities are doing it because they're part of the city. the items be separate from the sick, that's one of your, if there's no concerns or issues. And that's all I'm saying, so I just want to check myself, you check it. Right. Okay. If you look in your phones, let's talk about that. Interviews for Friday's special board meeting. I got an email saying that the only time you noticed that there was a special board meeting on Friday was that you looked on Facebook and saw it. Okay, so I'm not sure about that. Colleen, you did not send it to all the board members?
She said yes. It was posted, she got the people out. The subject of the special board meeting was not included in the application, so going forward, that would be helpful, knowing that it's for interviews.
You didn't include that in there?
It's not again. It's just that it was a special.
It was supposed to go out to everyone, and it's supposed to be that it's regarding this email. Since Colleen was to notify board members, that there was a special board meeting for all director candidates on Friday, starting at 3 p.m. I also told them that two of them will be virtual, they all be virtual, but no more members allowed to attend virtual because of the state law. And I asked you to include that.
I thought I put the purpose in there.
I'm sorry, it isn't. The purpose of this meeting is after the meeting.
So it's in there?
The purpose of this meeting is to interview potential candidates.
Okay.
That part is.
It is in there?
Yep. Everybody, see it before, but again, I did see the notification, public notification. But I already seen.
I sent her an email saying Josh was just faster than me, that's all.
So that's the only purpose of the meeting, then, is because
That's correct.
so approximately how long?
Say that, there's 3 people, so that 3 different interviews. So I'm thinking 30, 45 minutes per person.
Now, see on your says we cannot do attend here, so.
Right. That's in the regular board meeting.
No, I know,
Right.
but,
But the adjustments can do it differently. Okay. And if you would look in your I sent it to you per email if you want to look at your phones. It's an opinion from the attorney who is our labor attorney for retainer Matthew Derby. His opinion regarding subcommittees and regarding interviews for potential directors. Anybody has any comments about that? Here, recommend trustee Burgess.
So the interviews for Friday, are these initial interviews, are they final interviews?
These are just open interviews for all the candidates in there.
Okay, so we all get to see who, and after the interviews, we bring it back or say, like, what's the purpose? So what's the,
Did you read the entire?
I did,
Okay.
because we haven't received a report ahead of the interviews. You sent resumes, but I don't know who's been interviewed and who hasn't.
Only one person on there, and that was Lynn was the only person, so there has been, but initially we just treat them all. If it was concerned, just treat them all as representatives.
Okay. Alright, so that wasn't indicated. And then as far as any questions, or we just,
No, we have questions that the attorney has given, you'll have those in advance, for you to look at it, we'll just divide them up. And you can ask any questions outside of those that have investigated for us.
We can't ask follow-up questions, so if they don't provide a complete answer or we don't understand the answer.
So if you, if you want to say, well, I'm not quite sure what you, could you elaborate on that, something like to that effect, but you can't add a question to it of your own. Because you would make sure that we're not violating anybody's rights by asking any questions that are not appropriate of everyone.
So that's the question that
Yeah, I said it when you see the questions, so you'll have for review.
understood. Thank you.
Okay?
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry. You said there's 3 candidates?
Correct.
I've seen 2 resumes, so is there a 3rd resume?
Okay.
I haven't
I
seen.
don't know what resume did you not receive?
It was Kevin somebody, I think I saw that one, and then I think it was Ed, but I haven't seen the other candidate.
I will, more since, something to colleagues, so she should make sure that everybody get the information. All of the candidates would have the Zoom information, so I will pull that out there. One was Glenn, one was Mr. Brown, and one was Chris. And the staggering this time because one person lives in Tennessee, one person. Yes.
You said we breathe.
Well, we're only going to have 10 questions.
Okay.
10 questions.
Very long.
Well, we're just gonna have 10 questions. And I believe he's gonna be first, and we're just gonna say, we're gonna ask those 10 questions, okay, and they'll be real quick. Okay, because we're gonna let them know that there's a people that are waiting to be in. No, actually, first. I'll be there. You don't have to go. Every single vote, so I should have. All right, Tony, real quick question regarding interviews for contingent persons. Contingent employees part-time. We have notes out for the person for replacing the librarian.
That was gonna be in my report, but do you want?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we've had all the old business, new business. Let's go back to the action item with the, with respect to the, bylaws, resolution. Ready?
No, so I do want to go back to new business. So I'm gonna start doing like cocktail shops. Right. Well, small business.
We've done that. We did that.
I mean, like going forward though.
So I'm saying we did that.
When? This year?
This year.
You talking about for that event where they did like the old clothing and stuff like that?
This is where, Terry Covington came in and did, cocktail shop. For independent defendants upstairs. It must have been, oh, you know what, it must have been in December, because I remember buying a wreath. So it must have been in December. Okay.
So if we could do that like more, I think that would be more attractive.
Absolutely, absolutely.
See if we can bring some people in and actually, like, people to see if we can do a pop-up shop, so. And advertise it and, get that out
Okay. So we have a plan of action that you want to send everybody, so we can look at it? Yes. Okay, great. All right, so now we're going to do action item, the bylaw amendment. You have the resolution ready?
Go back to the first one, the initial.
This is your resolution.
Yes. The one I read earlier, correct? That's the one.
Whatever your resolution is that we're voting on.
So I can amend that now in my.
You're supposed to have, especially have a paper copy in front of you.
Part of the committee. I don't know if this exactly matches.
It's an actual formal resolution.
I don't know if that exactly matches this section. Election. This is the election. We shared the first two times.
Commissioner, I'm gonna actually have you read it, or committee read it.
Actually, the secretary is supposed to be the resolution.
You can strike the date because I didn't keep track of it, so it was tabled.
This is not a resolution.
Yeah.
The verbiage is written, should be stated.
So I'm gonna read the one that's over here and it will go.
You have to have a resolution and there's a format to do it. I sent it to you. And that's what you have to do.
So we start with this resolution, number one. The Pontiac Public Library Secretary will report and transcribe minutes for the special board meetings and closed sessions. The library director will designate a staff member to transcribe and post all regular scheduled board meetings. Number two.
Page number 9.
And page number 11. So it was under, on page number 9, it was under 8, new business, and then bullet A, the third bullet.
So, number two.
Can I just say this to you? Moving forward? A resolution, you have to have, you can't just, you have to have a resolution, I gave you a formula. You have to have a resolution, that's it. You can't just read comments about approved verbiage and so forth. You have to have.
So, right,
a
so-
resolution. So you have to have an actual.
So I don't
resolution.
have that in front of me, so when we say actual resolution, so I'm reading directly as the resolution.
The bylaws doesn't say anything about resolution.
Yeah, I think it was in the bylaws for resolution, the steps in order for it.
Can I can read that section. Are you okay, Mr. Percent, if I read that section? Madam Chair, sorry, no, that's okay. The bylaw, so this is article amendments, so it's the last page of the bylaws. It says the bylaws may be amended on the approval of 2/3 of the board members present and voting at a regular meeting, provided the amendment is recommended by the committee of bylaws and is read in 2 consecutive regular meetings to include the meeting at which the vote is speaking.
In order to, if you look at Robert's rules, in order to amend, you have to have a resolution. And I gave you a format for the resolution, am I right?
Yes, great.
Okay, so,
It's just stating exactly what we want to go on.
and how, whereas, and so, and I gave you that, am I right?
So if that, the email that you sent, I don't have the whereas part.
I sent you, I think it was back in August, I think it was, that I sent it to you.
Okay. So then it's gonna have to be tabled again. So the next meeting. So I can have it on paper and.
That'll be fine. Okay. And that's the way you do it, and that's the way you did the last. Amendments to the.
So it has to be
As a resolution.
on paper and so it's each word.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, but you can, you're gonna do the signature. Into. Okay.
I'll make sure I have that.
So you want to use.
I move that we table the bylaw amendment until the next meeting.
Is there a second? Motion and second, any discussion? I just want to say that you want to make sure that you have the resolution so that you can present it on paper. Okay, and then you can move from there, it's signed. It's a document that has to be created, not just a regular, I mean, not just a regular vote like we do with the agenda and so forth, but we vote now to amend the agenda. Okay, so, going discussion, we have roll call,
Secretary Allen, yes. Chairperson Richardson,
yes.
Vice Chair Mary, Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
It's been moved that we table this.
My report, said if you guys would look, you'll have a copy of the opinion from the attorney regarding the process for potential position of the director. That I would like to make sure that perhaps we consider, since they're gonna have the training for the Halloween event this Saturday, that perhaps we have hot chocolate outside. And not have to go in and just fix a hot chocolate outside. And go in and fix a big hot chocolate outside. As opposed, because I know they're going to be down here for Spirit House and everything that they want to have. Consider the parking in this building, because it's enemies and area, there's some water damage, there's some more that I'd like to have. And we should champion the entire building, aside from the events, if you look at the events that we had, they call it. Like, which one has not yet since they've done that. All those events we do. You could put things a car, you can do it right there. Those events have been cleaned and covered since 1960. Okay, you don't want to disturb anything that field, but you certainly want to make sure that those things are correct and so forth. The other thing is shared that the colleague that Judge Walker has recommended as part of the probation department, people do community service, I think they should get their plans. And so that we can, there are a lot of, I mean, every room in this building has something. And we have a room that, we have one room that was cleaned out for profit. I was right to work with somebody else. So we can put together and maybe that back in with the pen, the cafe back there, to do an auction. You got so many things that you do and you have some event with you, with the event that's coming up, you can get some bags or something. And have books, some library bags that people can buy. That's another way of making money. So we can have those that put in a bag and have bags purchased. And get some decals, put in these plastic bags, ones that, not the little plastic flimsy ones, but the other ones that look like a gift bag almost, and put some labels on them, and have some books in them that people can buy. Because in nobody, they have their annual sale and then they have thousands of them. Well, I've seen people do that so that night, you can have some books to sell that night. And people can, we can encourage them that they can do something, and take our newer books. And other books we can, I think one thing they would donate to the incarcerated, so we can get that information and get, so we can have these delivered to them. So I just, if anybody knows anybody that initially can help us with the doctrine. So as far as the doctrine, get some of those things together. So when you people come, they come on the 16th, is that 16th? They don't want to be a tour.
Or if we hire someone to go through those rooms, I mean, that's a lot. Especially, we're gonna be master of these books and big out for different rooms. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time.
So, anyway, those are the things that I'd like to have considered.
So, what would be willing to pay people to come and clean those up?
But the rooms,
Yes.
well, let's come, we can reach out to the probation department and see how soon they can have people come over. Okay, and other than that, consider maybe under the funding that we asked Mr. Hart to do for 6 to 8 contingent people, that perhaps we look at kind of 4 to take 2 others that would be part-time for a certain amount of hours that you can pay in order to get those things going. But we need to do this because people don't want to. And what you should want to do have to say this is what we have and this is what we've done. We want to continue to upgrade our facility. All right. Come in, what do you say something? You ready for your reports? Okay.
Okay. All right. So the microphone works. I just have to talk. Okay, so my report this evening, first of all, I know Edmund wasn't here to give his report, but I wanted to say that we did have, I don't know if you saw his report, but we have over 100. Well, we met our goal of over 200 library cards given out in the month of September. Because we all went to the schools, like we talked about last time, and I have been, the secretary at a couple of the schools send me library card applications, and I've been dropping them over and dropping them off at the schools and stuff for the kids. So the next step we want to do is have a field trip to the library with all these kids that have library cards.
We did bring a group when I was here last week. She brought a group of kids from the middle school over and they had lunch and everything. It was nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was great. I'll send you the pictures. I did take some pictures. So.
Yep, so that that was a book club field trip. We talked about the book club at the middle school. That's still going on. So I brought over 8 kids and they checked out a bunch of books. They all got library cards and they checked out a bunch of books. They were super excited about the teen room and they did all that. So that was fun. We went to Walton Charter the other night for, Josh and I did for their Halloween event. And gave out a bunch of candy and gave out like 150 flyers for our Halloween event. So, I mean, that thing, the line of the parents went from 5:30 when it started till 7 o'clock straight, no break.
What was that?
At Walton Charter. So that was a really good event, and I feel like we should go to Walton Charter even more because the parents are real supportive, and some of them indicated that they came here already. So I think that's a school we should look at partnering with more than what we do. The Unity Quilt event is coming up, so this is November 16th. The board meeting is the 17th, and the Friends of Life is the 18th. So, the Divine Nine and the Panhellenic Council are donating a quilt with all of their, emblems on them, and it's going to be hung on the right side, like, when you're in the adult area, the right side that's by the parking lot. When you look out the windows, you see the parking lot. It's gonna be on the wall there, and it's going to be, so we're having an event on the 16th at 5 o'clock, advertised by us and the Panhellenic Council. They'll be doing their advertising, and it's gonna be a big event for the donation of the book to the library and the beginning of a partnership with them. Okay, Halloween event is Saturday. And that's probably gonna be a real big event, so I'm looking forward to that. We have hired a new circulation library assistant. She accepted the offer. I just received it today. She has quite a bit of library experience, and she seemed like a really good fit for our library. She will begin on November 7th when Edmund comes back, because she will be in his department, so she's coming to work then. And she did, like I said, she did accept the offer, and I do have more resumes that I'm looking at for the other positions.
Can you give some background on the work you want?
Yes, she came from the Genesee County Flint Public Library System. She's worked in, that's where her area of expertise is.
You have a name?
Natasha Williams is her name. And so she, that's where most of her background is. She did go to U of M Flint, and she does have a degree. Resume in front of me right now, but she has a lot of experience with customer service. When we asked her about dealing with people and, you know, patrons and that kind of thing, she seemed very good fit for the library as far as that goes. That's it really for me.
Any questions? You're recommending trustees. The quilt, is that a permanent display or is it something that is permanent? We have, someone asked me some time ago about doing a display of she does handwork like felting and stuff like that, and I think she had taken a display out of the Southfield Library, and she's like asked if we would be interested in having a similar display. She could also do a session about it. But I know she's working a lot with the community at the art center right now. But she did ask, and I'm like, I don't know if we have an area where we do displays that stay up like a month or so. I don't know.
Well, we have the display case, you know, with smaller displays, like theme displays for the season or whatever, but we were just talking about that other day. Because someone wanted to also do a display. We don't really have a place for that in the main part of the library. I mean, probably something that we could look at, you know, adding more display areas in the main part of the library, not just in like the kids' rooms or the, but in the.
No, there's a wall.
Yeah, we could use that area for sure. Cause we don't use that for the magazines.
How does the rug look in the?
The rug, it looks good. Yeah, it's cute.
I donated the rug, my porta potty for my grandson, but that's a famous one, so. Children, what's it called, the big stick?
Any more questions?
You have to feel it.
How will we managing the children's area now? Because I know Bonnie formally resigned.
Right, Josh is doing what he can.
Is you like the person that you hire can work in that area? So we, so you hire some other people.
I mean, we can have her work in all the different areas. She seems like,
Not back and forth every day, too.
she seems like she has, she's flexible, you know. To work in different areas. But I mean, we do have an application for the youth assistant, so I just gotta get that. Oh, we have more, but I gotta get it going.
I did send you, or I copied you on an email for Jam.
Yeah.
To get volunteers. So I think how it works is you pick a date and tell them what you want done. And then they solicit for volunteers. And I did get the contact for Amazon too, so I will email you with that person's name.
Okay,
So, yeah, so
Yeah.
between those two, you've got a free labor force to direct however you choose. So,
great, thank you.
We also have the, we did this report. As far as stuff we want to talk to, once we get some people in there, I can walk through with you. We can look between there, and then you can have people to knock me to the other. Serve the questions. What's that? I was so frustrated.
We have our meeting, so.
I was so frustrated. So every move down. So we want to make sure that it's cleaned up before we have it. So you might want to change your date. No, I probably.
Yeah.
I'll get inside because stuff going for
You think that
That's a lot.
How many years is that?
19 what?
No, that's been cleaned up. It was cleaned up. When? In 2015. But this is what I'm saying. And in the last 6 years, they just started to put the stuff all back, but everything. I mean, books everywhere, so. Okay.
I'm just thinking, speaking of that, like, do we have a protocol in place where we ask them not to do that, like, find a home for it before they start the.
There was a protocol, but,
It's so it might be time to write it, like, just so.
Did you ever go through it all?
Happen.
Did you go through it?
I saw it. Y'all talking about
You
when?
haven't, no, that was
Sure.
just, that was a few other things, that wasn't even.
I said, pictures of every room.
What?
You can get them? I said, there must be about 20. And so, and every
It's a whole
room,
lot to roll up there. It's a lot for me to do.
see, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna vote for it. Get out here. There was all kinds of exercise equipment. And I said, put it in the room, and the employees can use it, maybe, on a break, or when they finish at the end of the day, they could use it if they wanted to. What does that sign say, finally begin? Where's Walter?
It's not that.
But anyway, at this point in time, I need someone to make a motion that we adjourn this meeting. Someone else, the one?
We did comments and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We did the chair report already.
You heard my report.
Oh,
Okay, okay, hold on, what's it? Public comments, any comments?
I do, but I can't.
Okay,
I think that's the special meeting. Okay, no comment.
okay. No, no comment? I don't have any comments, I think we've covered everything. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn. I will adjourn. Second, any discussion, roll call?
Chairperson Richardson?
Yes.
Vice Chair Marion?
Yes.
Trustee Witherspoon? Secretary Allen, yes. The motion has been adjourned.
Colleen, also I need tomorrow, I signed a few, but I'll send you